Okay, we are just going to dive right in. This first drawer is one of the cards ones. It's the only cards ones to check. I have another one that's just envelopes. So basically this is the way it looks. I'm just going to give you an overview of each of the drawers, and we're just going to, I think on this side, primarily straighten. I think that's what we're going to do more so than anything else, is primarily straighten these sections. So I need to take out some of the things in here. Yes. So I have some Christmas cards that do not belong in there that I need to take out and put where they belong. I also have, okay, I have some cards with envelopes. I'm going to take the envelopes out and just leave the cards in here. Actually, no, because the reason I say no is because these actually go with these. So I do want to kind of leave these together. I'm going to put the small ones up front though. So I'm going to put these back in here with their envelopes. Let's move some of these cards back here. The goal is to have this as organized as possible and not to have a ton of stuff piled up on top. And I didn't even introduce exactly what we were doing. So, hey everyone. It's Melody with Design by Melody. We are here with another section in my scrap room doing some organizing, and this is part of my February Video-a-Thon. I think we're on day 10 now, so I've been doing a lot of different things this month. Been doing different layouts. I've been doing different craft projects, different scrapbooking projects. Thought we were going to put that there, but we might put that here. Different scrapbooking projects, just different things overall, getting my scrap room back organized. And it's things as simple as this, just putting things back how they belong. Look at that, isn't that much nicer? So whenever I go to pull a card out, I can actually find one that I want to use. Most of these are just bases, card bases, but then I do have some that are like decorative cards with envelopes already in here. Trying to pick out the ones that are like cards. I have a lot of greeting cards and things like that. These are just, oops, there we go. That way all the like cards are kind of together. All right, so look, that looks so much better already. Look at that. Perfect. This one I'm actually going to pull out and put in with the miscellaneous cards because it just says Sweet Cherries, but it doesn't really belong in here because I can't really decorate it. Do I want to do, yeah, let me do the same thing with these. These really are not cards that I would alter. Dropping a line and Dare to Begin. So I'm going to actually pull all of those out and put them in with my finished cards. So now I truly just have card bases in here. These are in here, and I know they say thank you, but I bought them specifically to alter, so I'm going to leave those in here. Then I have a few decorative ones, but these are ones that of course I would alter. So I'm leaving those in here. So that drawer is done. So much better. Next we have, can you see it? Envelopes. Very similar situation. It's just kind of a jumbled mess. What are these? Oh, these are like little postcard ones. Oh, those are cute. I'm going to put those in finished cards. Yes, these are just random envelopes. Let's take these out so we don't have packaging. Let's take this off. These are all envelopes. I just want to make sure that they're envelopes and not cards tucked in here too. Envelopes, 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 yes. Kind of, sort of trying to put them in size order. Not necessarily though, it's not like a huge deal. But it would be easier to pull if they were all in a particular order. There we go. Yes, these are all envelopes. Some of these are envelopes that I made. Some of these are envelopes that were purchased. These are smaller envelopes. Again, not being like too terribly strict about it, just kind of trying to make it look a little bit nicer. Some of these are a little bit larger. And they're getting caught on the other ones. There we go. Put them up near the front. They're really pretty. They have, I think their irises on the inside. But I don't have any cards that go with them, so I could just pair them with any card, truly. All right, that already looks better. Great, moving on. This is probably the least exciting video, but I wanted to go ahead and share it anyways. All right, we're on to inks. All right, it just has to look better. I like to store my inks upside down. And if there are any ink pads that have issues with staying closed, I just put a rubber band around them. I have a ton of different inks. Lots of little tiny square ones too. Okay. Lots of inks. Got a shimmer. I'm going to actually move these over with my re-inkers and daubers. That is also where my like Nuvo drops are too. All right. I have a ton of these that have not even been used because I got them as a pack. So a lot of duplicate ones. As far as I know, these are all still good. Okay. Just stacking these all back in here, kind of keeping the like-sized ones together. Okay, then all these other ones I'm just going to test real quick and see if any of them still work. This is what it looks like right now. Just kind of stacked in here. At least it's not a jumbled mess. Okay, I'm only really getting rid of 3 ink pads because they just don't really work anymore. And those are all like Studio G ones. Ooh, got it all on my desk and all over my hands. These are my unopened stamp spots from, what do you call this place? Stampin' Up. Now these are all still good. They're not even open. The ones that are opened are still good, so I'm going to assume that these are still good. So I have an extras bin. I'm going to throw all of these in there instead of having it clutter up my ink drawer. And now here's my ink drawer. Isn't that such a major difference? Such a huge difference. And I can actually even unstack a few of these if I want, like that. There we go. All right, that one's gonna go up. All right, and then I have another ink drawer, and this one has all of my color box petal points and a Memento ink. And all of my Stampin' Up ink pads. Now, I use paper tray inks a lot in my card making, so I have that with my Etsy shop stuff, as well as a few more Stampin' Up ink pads, but these are where the rest of them stay. There's nothing to do in that drawer. Okay, this is where it really gets interesting. I have 3 ribbon drawers, and as you can see, it's kind of thrown in here. What I would like to do is consolidate it down to 2 ribbon drawers, and use one of these drawers for projects like mini albums and things like that, because I have a few mini albums and things that I've purchased. So I'm just going to kind of sort through here. Let's just take it out basically first. And this really should go with tools, but I use it, no, I'm gonna leave it in here because I use it when I do my stitching. There's a lot in here, a lot. I am going to kind of keep an eye on themed things as well, just to see if there's anything that I need to pull out and put with themed things. Okay, I have some really random bits. This is like my scrap ribbon storage. There's really not much in here, to be honest with you. Take these things out. I love these. I need to pull ribbon out a lot more and use it. I'm much more of a, if I'm going to use it, it's going to probably be twine. Gracious, there's a lot in here. Just go with it. Just go with it. Okay. We just want some semblance of order in here. Okay. Feeling that won't close. Okay. All right. Let's just start right there. I'd like to put all my larger ones back here. None of these, there are definitely certain things in here that are definitely geared toward Christmas, but none of them actually say things like Christmas. So everything's going to stay in here. Nothing in here is going to come out and go with my themed bins. As of right now. That may change later. But as of right now, nothing's coming out. Alright, so that kind of is this drawer. I have a big section empty here though. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out the next ribbon drawer and just see what we can do. These are a lot more organized. You're really not going to be able to see a whole lot, but you can kind of get a glimpse of it there. So I'm going to sort through the two of these real quick. That's what they look like. Sort through the two of these and just see if I can consolidate into one. Ideally, this one is much shorter. It's only about 3 inches tall. So ideally, I would move that over to these two. So let's just look and see what can happen. Okay, I just want to pause here for a second. So I have some that are very themed. I've got some birthday ones, and I've got some baby bottles, and I have some happy holiday ribbon. I started to pull all those out. Then I started thinking about how big that bag of birthday things would be if this was in there. So I'm just going to have to make a mental note when I am scrapbooking to look into my ribbon drawers, because I am going to have things that match those themes that are not in those bins. Same thing probably with washi tape. I'm going to have things that probably will match that are just not in the bins. I've just got to be aware of that. I do want to make sure that these trays still fit in the top. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one there and kind of work around it. I've got to start using these ribbons to wrap packages and things. They would make some really pretty decorative packaging. I don't know. Let's see if that'll fit. Yes, it does. Okay, that one fit back. Let's see if we can put the rest of this in here. I would really like to see all of this fit. right, I'm going to break the rule I just said. I'm going to put these Happy Easter ones in with the Easter stuff, because I don't have that much Easter stuff, and it would be nice to go ahead and have those two with there. They both say Happy Easter. And I'm only doing that because it'll fit in the little bin, not in the bag. All right, let's see if I can make this work. Starting to get to the point where this one doesn't look as organized, but I've got to start working through some of this ribbon. All right, let's just see. Will this work? Let's look. It does, it fits. Okay, so that leaves me with an empty drawer. So I'm going to take maybe the ribbons label off the front. Taking the ribbons label off the front, and what I'm going to put in this box is all of these. So these have just been kind of floating around my scrapbook room. These are like file folders, and actually let's just take this out. Okay, because I'm going to stick the stickers somewhere else. All right, so these are photo flippers technically, but file folders. These are different sized file folders. But I like all of these. Okay, then we've got some albums, sprayable albums. Here's another little flip one. These are album tabs for small albums. Here's a wooden album cover. Here's another one, and then here's a little mini book that I made. So that's all going to go in here. Now that is also where I'm going to put my empty traveler's notebooks, so that I can find them when I want them. So all of my empty traveler's notebooks are going to go in there. Okay, we're down to 2 drawers. This one is Brad's and Flair. Brad's and Flair's, and I think this one is fairly organized. Let's just look through here. I do have a couple of Thanksgiving. Oh, those are cute. Let's just look to see if anything needs to come out. These are days of the week. These are random. These are punches. This one's a banner, and this is a square, and that's to kind of make your own flair. I've got the adhesive tops to them somewhere. Here they are. But they're all yellowed, so I probably would never use them. Actually, let's do it right now and just try it. Let's just see if it would even work, because if it's yellowed, I'm not even going to keep it. Yes, it stayed yellow. There's no point in keeping this. All right, so I'm going to get rid of all of these. It's kind of a lot. I'm going to keep the punches, though. The punches are still usable. But I'm going to get rid of these, because if they're yellowed, I really just can't use them, which is really unfortunate, but sometimes that's what happens. So I'm going to get rid of those, but keep the punches. So that means I need to move these with my punches. They don't need to stay over here. I've got a lot of things like these, the eyelets that are just colors. There's no theme to those. Those can stay in here. See, I need to flip through here and here and pull out some of the themed ones, like there's baseballs and things like that. So let me just look through these other things before I take a moment to do that. This is a Stampin' Up! Pretties kit. There's lots of different things in here. All right, let's put these back in here. These we know are good. Let's look through here real quick. Okay, so of those, I have these. I'm going to put that in Thanksgiving. I'll put these other ones in Beach. All right, so that puts that back. Let's keep looking. And the very last one I have in this storage shelf on this side is this one that says dimensional items. I don't know if you can see dimensional items. And this is what's in here. I've got a lot of like buttons and clips and rubber pieces and badges, some fibers. I just want to look through here and see, like that's baby themed. So I'm going to take these out and put that with baby. Let's just look and see if there's anything else that's like super themey. There's not a whole lot of sorting that needs to go in here. Now, I don't know why I have stickers in here, though, because stickers don't go in here. All right, then I have these little metal, like, squares. Some of them are baby, some of them are birthday, so I'm just going to sort those out. And that is everything. I'm going to go ahead and put these other things back in their bins where they go, the little containers. And then that's actually going to be it for this section. This is really kind of a boring section, but I wanted to go ahead and share it with you because I just didn't feel like I should skip it because it is part of the scrapbook room. But this is probably the least exciting one. So I will be back soon with something more to share. Hopefully I can do the rest of it in one go. I don't know. We will see. I'm really not sure. We will see. All right, guys. Thank you. I'll be back with another video soon. Bye.